Life is a journey made up of experiences, some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. We may all be different, but we are connected through the fact that no matter who we are, our stories all have hills and valleys. Tonight, we dedicate this episode to those exhibiting the power of the human spirit to persevere despite challenges. Welcome to Sim's Soul Sessions. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sim's Soul Sessions. Tonight's show is going to be very special. I want to state categorically up front that this is not a pity party and it is not a sob story. It is a celebration of the strength of the human spirit in the face of amazing adversity. We invite you guys to join the conversation tonight by using the hashtag SimSoulSessions with an S. So tonight's strong woman is Chelan Smith, a private individual publicly sharing the hills and valleys of her journey battling cancer. We honor her for being here with us tonight, and we know that what she says tonight is going to touch and inspire. Chelan, welcome to our safe space.
Thank you.
I'm so happy you're here.
Thanks for having me.
You're so beautiful. I'll just say that right off the bat.
Thank you.
So let's start at the beginning. Right. Look back before we come to where we are now. You've always been a bit of a trailblazer, right? Blazed your own path.
Yeah.
14 years ago, before blogging and social media was really a big thing, you blazed a trail there. You've always kind of been a boss in your own right.
Well, we in our house, we're growing up with that kind of mentality. But definitely when blogging wasn't that big, when it just started, I was like, what is this thing? I love it. I'm a little storyteller. I can just go online. And so, you start typing and it's out into the abyss. And then people start finding your blog and it gets a little addictive. But then you just find that you can share all these experiences. And that's what I've always said about the internet, is that you can share. If you want to start a blog about lost socks, you can
do
start,
that.
because there are people out there who are interested in that.
Yeah. So you mentioned your family.
Yes.
And growing up strong in your household.
Yes.
So let's get into that a little bit. You have your dad,
Yes.
who I understand is like your,
That's
right?
yes. That's my G.
That's, I had my G last week here, so
Yes.
I fully understand that relationship. And your stepmom.
Yes. Love her.
And your mom.
Yes.
So we're going to get a little bit into the start of the journey that we're embarking on tonight.
Okay.
You lost your mom. She was 35.
Yes.
You lost her to cancer.
Yes. So she passed at 35 to breast cancer. I was about, I think, 12, 13, and my little brother, my youngest brother, was 1, right? So, yeah.
That's young.
Yeah, but it's, I remember I wrote a blog a long time ago, Surviving Mother's Day Without a Mother. And I spoke about all the different women who stepped up to that role for me throughout the years, including my stepmom, my godmom, and just, friends, family, their parents. But also, it helped me to be more vigilant and just to be very, very wary of the fact that this could happen to me. So when it did happen, I was just like, wish it didn't, but we were kind of, braced for it.
So tell me a little bit about that, Chelan. So you were always hoping, your words, that this didn't happen to you.
Yes.
You were doing your checks
Yes.
regularly?
I do personally, like by myself, because you weren't at the age where you were going to get your regular mammogram just yet. So I was doing it at home, in the shower, and those things.
Yeah. And then, very recently...
So it wasn't with any of the checks that I found it. I was literally on the couch, talking on the phone, and, sometimes you're talking and you put the phone down on your chest. I placed the phone down right here, and it didn't sync. And I was like, what's this? So, I checked it and I was like, this doesn't feel so right. But there's no one way that it feels. So you can't feel it and say, oh, this is cancer. So I went to my stepmom and I was like, could you feel this and tell me if you feel something? She examined me. She said, I didn't feel it, but go to the doctor because we already, let's just be safe. And she said, go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor literally the next day, I think. And he was like, so I'm going on all this time. I want him to tell me that I'm being paranoid because all my friends now are like, oh, you're overreacting, you're being paranoid. And he examined me and he said, oh, I feel what you're talking about. And I was like, lad, And he's like, but it might just be fibrocystic. You might just have, lumpy breasts. So I said, okay, let's go. So he said, okay, let's go for the biopsy. The mammogram, just to be certain. So we went for the mammogram, and while in there, they checked both breasts, and they couldn't find the lump. Like, it wasn't that visible. So they sent me to do an ultrasound in the next room, same day. So while I'm doing it, talking, and the doctor says to me, could you just point exactly where you feel this lump, where you feel the thing? And I pointed, and he said, oh, no, I see it. It's so small. If it's anything, it's no problem. It's so small. So, but he said, they told me straight off the bat that it wasn't fluid, that it was definitely solid. So I'd have to do a fine needle biopsy. So once you learn that now, it starts going a little bit faster because things start to whirlwind.
How long ago was this, Chelan?
March. So it was January, February, March, so the beginning. So March 23rd, the results from the fine needle biopsy came back and said, it's positive.
All right. With all of this, folks, let me tell you, if you go on Chelan's pages, her spirit is just incredible and amazing. And we're going to talk to her about that, how it is she's able to share with all of us what she's going through while she goes through it, and still be able to keep her spirit so high and inspire so many, so much more to get to with Chelan. We'll be right back with more of this soulful story, Sim Soul Sessions. I should know the name. It's my show. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, so I am actually heading to the doctor today to remove my bandages, remove my stitches, and also to get the results from the tests that were done. But today, and I'm speaking it into being, which I've been praying for, my hope, my wish, and I'm putting it out there, is that I will not have to do chemo. Oh, by the way, do you like my hair? Oh. But anyways, yeah, so let's see.
And you did see.
Yes, and I ended up having to do it. Right.
And your hair was beautiful, but your hair is now beautiful, even though you have it covered. You're losing
there
it now.
There are pitches and patches.
Right. but Chelan, you cut it off live on...
Yeah, well, I did do a video where I shaved it off.
Yes. So we're actually going to have a look at that.
Okay.
But can you, that day when you found out,
okay,
what goes through your mind on that day?
When I found out that I had to do chemo?
Yes.
So basically, when you find out you have to do chemo is when you find out that there was some it was in the lymph nodes. So you take out the lump and then they test it to see if there's any there.
Lonnie's doing a number.
That's Lonnie shaving it off for me. And so it's a lot because now it might be a little bit more
complicated.
Yeah, a little bit more complicated. And it would have been great if I just said, oh, I did this and then I don't have to do chemo. But when I have to do chemo, it becomes, it was real before, but it's just compounded. Like it's way more real at that time.
So. I know you recently had treatment.
Yes.
You have treatment often.
Yeah.
Treatment is not easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but you have good days, you have bad days.
Right.
You're happy in the good days, and then when treatment days come, you're like, oh.
Yeah, so it's because you know what's coming after the treatment. So the treatment isn't, as bad, but it's what you have to deal with, the nausea, the tiredness and everything after. Yeah.
That's your sister?
Yeah, my little sister, she's a 5th-year med student. So she comes and administers my injections for me to boost the white blood cells so I don't get too sick.
Chelan, you have a village.
Yes, that's what I keep saying.
Village.
Between my family and my friends, I speak of it often because it is so true. I am literally in a bubble, like I'm in a bubble of love. There has not been a moment.
Oh. Okay. No,
there hasn't been a moment where I have felt alone. So even tonight, like one of my best friends, she came. I went by Lonnie, she do my makeup, then she's in the waiting room waiting on me.
Is that Kim who took it out?
Yes, Kim.
This Kim? Kim?
She's in the waiting room watching. She probably didn't want to cry.
Who Kim is?
Yeah. So
this Kim?
Which
That Kim?
Hi, Chelan.
Hi, Kim. You guys setting me up.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Yes.
We kind of sort of did. Tell me about.
Up.
Yeah. What role does this woman play in your life?
She's like, she's my sister from another mister. Really. And my dad would say the same thing, you know. My whole family loves her.
Yeah.
And she's always there. So she, when we first started, I was so frustrated because when you find out, you almost automatically want to just stop eat and just eat natural. And I didn't know what to do. And I got frustrated. You get frustrated. You get stressed out because now everything looks like it's going to kill you. And Kim was like, no, that's fine. I'll deal with it. And she came and she cooked every day. She prepared meals for me. She juiced, she juiced all these vegetables and fruits and made sure that they tasted good. What do you like? Do you like it creamy? Do you want it fresh? And she made.
You say you're spoiled by all the love.
I am absolutely spoiled, but I'm not complaining.
Kim, seems like somebody's doing a star job. Tell me how you see your relationship with Chelan as she goes through this, the role you're trying to play in her life now.
Well, boy, she knows it's something I'm emotional about. But she's right. Her support system is huge, even more than I can give. My parents in particular, she speaks to them quite often, probably more than me. My father also is a cancer fighter. So she's been mentored by him. What I do for Chelan is really what I consider a labor of love. And it's in return. I remember when I wasn't well, and this is just my experience with Chelan. Well, we all struggling in this world, right, to make ends meet. And this girl left her job. She's just like, she has a boutique agency, right? She's like head cook and bottle wash in there, right? And she took up and she traveled with me to the US to do my tests, and she stayed. And I know that was a big sacrifice, very big sacrifice to get me to the hospitals and to the doctor's visits. And she was like the parent who spoke up. And that's also obvious and it's evident that Chelan's nature is one to care. We have I would say is somebody who I just knew by association, but Tracy Thelwell, if you see how Chelan and Lonnie Jones takes care of that girl, Tracy and Thelwell, you'd be amazed. So, like Chelan is a kind of friend, when you think of loyal, that is her. And really and truly what I do, not only am I doing it because I love her, but because I feel that she deserves it.
Aww.
She deserves every ounce of care and love. When she laughs, when she tell you a joke, you can't stop laughing.
Yeah, she's been laughing since she came in here. She's been giving us some of those. So yes, we're getting a taste of it. Fantastic. Kim, thank you for helping us have her here this evening. Really appreciate. How do you feel when you watch that? Thank you, Kim.
No, I feel really good. She says it. We talk about it all the time. That's one thing with my friends and I, though. We're very open about our feelings and how we help each other. You guys not gonna let me cry, but she's really. No, I'm not crying.
Well, just in case.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying.
But that's really how we've been friends since high school, and that's how we are.
Yeah.
We help each other regardless.
That's what friends do.
Yeah, that's That's the
Girl,
friendships I know.
You got a lot of friends.
Yes, I do.
We were able to round up some of them.
Oh, listen.
Run tape, Lori, run tape.
Oh, no.
Hi, Chelan. Hi, Shell. We just wanted to send you some love and wishes and encouragement. You're doing so great.
We're so proud of you.
Keep going.
And you've got this. And if you don't, we've got you.
We love you. I think mostly it's because you're incredibly giving and you're incredible, my girl. And I'm proud and happy to be a friend.
So you already know we're all in this together. You're literally one of the strongest women that we know.
You're beautiful inside and out. You're my motivation. We love you.
You're so determined. We're so proud of you.
You're an inspiration to us all.
I really just want to let you know how proud and inspired I am at the strength and determination that you've been showing. I've known you long enough to know that that's just who you are. I'm happy to have you in my life, and I know how much you hate to lose. So I expect that warrior spirit to kick in and continue to push you through.
A gentle reminder that you are a superhero, a warrior, and you have an army of friends and family that love you like an ice-cold Bombay mango.
You know we are with you all the way, full force with God as our pilot. I know you have and has displayed more than any other time your inner strength and courage to overcome obstacles. So girl, stay positive, stay strong, and continue to give God thanks for life, even now more than ever. We have your back. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
We love you.
We love you.
Love you, Chelan.
Be strong, and I love you.
Love you.
Aww. Guys, it's such a setup.
They love you.
Yes, so they do.
Oh
I
my
know. I have no doubt.
Your village is strong.
Yes.
And you are blessed. What is your favorite Bible verse again?
Girl, there's so many.
We heard that be still and know that I am
Yes.
God is one of your,
Yes.
is your favorite one.
Yes, Kim sent it to me the other morning. That is it.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, that is the one I just keep repeating it over.
Oh, Chelan, you are so blessed. All right. So guess what, guys? If it's one thing that we have learned with cancer, it is that early detection saves lives, right? Yes. We want to help be a part of that process for somebody who may be having difficulty affording a screening. Yes. So this show is going to donate $100,000 to the Jamaica Cancer Society to assist persons who are in need of mammograms but cannot afford it. So we will give you more information on that on our social pages. Awesome. You check. And with that, we head to a break because we have more souls still on the other side. We'll be right back with Chelan after this. All right, everybody, we are back. It is our final segment for the show, and we have a lot to get through before we wrap it up. So let's go. Chelan,
Yes.
we did some digging, and we understand that travel is a joy of yours.
Yes.
And you and Kim had a trip planned to a very special place that you had to put off because of everything that's going on.
Yes.
So we thought here on the show that if you can get to the place, we're going to bring the place to you. So I'm going to ask you to shut your eye just for a little bit.
Okay, I'm not peeking.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Open them now and look at the screen. Where are we? Where are we?
Is it South Africa?
Yeah!
Is this the Giraffe Man
This
shot?
is Giraffe Manor, where you and Kim were planning to go. This is in Kenya, guys. So we're virtually and vicariously taking it. So relax yourself. Put up your foot on this thing.
Yes.
Look.
Very close.
Mr. Giraffe. so this is a place where people go to visit in Kenya.
Yes.
And it's Giraffe Manor because people dine, and as you can see, Los Giraffes. This is what you wanted to experience.
Yes.
Why did you want to go here?
Just, well, I definitely want to go to countries in Africa, but this was just one that just seemed whimsical and fun, and then the giraffes with the animals.
Yeah. Okay.
I really want to go.
Inexpensive trip.
Yeah.
We went. we know you love music.
Yes.
So we got a little mashup done for you. A little playlist.
Let's
All
go.
right.
No
Ready?
say I go beat this. No. A fax. You know say from Father God set it. One snap and it goes so boof buff. Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Whenever I fall, lift Chelan up, glory to thee, oh God.
Hey, watch out, Chelan. I say you're winning right now. Tell them no Mama Shell winning right now. You forget that show fit to what you living right now. Hey, Chelan, I say you're winning right now, yeah. You know the thing, God, love and respect.
Those are your anthems for you
Yes,
to take away.
yes.
Tell me what you have to say. We have to go.
Okay.
To the young ladies who are watching,
Okay.
who may be reticent, who may be afraid.
Okay.
What do you want them to know?
For me, what I want to say is that don't be afraid. The best fight you have against it is early detection. If you detect it early, you're good as gold. Just know that once you start to fight, you'll find that strength. We're women, we're born strong, right? So you don't have to worry if you'll be able to tackle it. But don't talk yourself out of it because you're going to regret it.
All right, Chelan takes us to the end of the show, but not before we do our affirmation. Chelan, if you can turn around and do this affirmation with me, please.
Okay.
And thank you. If we can dim the lights as we usually do. This is the way we end our show every Monday night. Cue music. Love it. So life's unexpected experiences have an uncanny way of putting things into perspective for us really quickly. They cause us to reevaluate and to reprioritize, and hopefully they help us to appreciate what we thought were the small things, like walking outside, a hug, a smile, and the value of time. And life also teaches us, through those same gut punches, how to be brave. She said it, even though sometimes we don't even realize that's exactly what we're doing. And being brave is not the absence of fear. It is having the will to persevere even when we are most afraid, right?
That is so true.
And bravery is about how we keep walking when all we want to do is stop and give up and give in. We never know how strong and brave we are until being strong and brave are the only choices we have. That is the power of the human spirit. And they say it's often darkest before dawn. So tonight we are keeping that glimmer of hope alive to light all our paths. And we're reminding ourselves that illness doesn't define who we are. It is our strength and courage that defines who we are. So we're going to make each moment and each day count. And as Chelan would say, we're going to be still and know. Our affirmation for today, can you say it for me, Chelan?
Sure. I am one with faith, and faith gives me hope.
Tell him again.
I am one with faith, and faith gives me hope.
And you believe that?
Absolutely.
And you believe that every day?
Every day.
And we honor you for it.
Thank you.
And we thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. Thank you for joining me in our safe space, Chelans Smith, here with us tonight. Next week, we're going to meet somebody else who is on their own soulful journey and willing to share. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Every blessing. And remember, as Chelan does every day, to count your blessings. And please keep her in your thoughts as she bravely soldiers on. Take care, everybody. See you next Monday. Bye.